There are still 12 sleeps until the election, but if you can't wait that long, the polling booths are open.
Early voting kicked off today and already thousands of votes have rolled in, including Christopher Luxon's. But as Lloyd Burr reports, the National leader didn't vote for himself.
Christopher Luxon arriving at the polling booth with his wife Amanda.
You can start voting now, team. Go for it.
The pair marking the beginning of early voting by voting early.
Let's just say I'm certainly not on the fence.
But their fence and their home aren't in the botany electorate that he represents, meaning they had to cast special votes for someone else.
2 ticks blue. It was for a very good candidate called Paul Goldsmith.
In Wellington, the Greens were voting early too.
3, 2, 1, go.
Co-leader James Shaw and his Wellington Central candidate Tamitha Paul celebrating, even though there's still 12 days to go.
It is possible that some people's minds may change in the next 2 weeks. I'm not one of those people.
Early voting is part now of the electoral cycle, and so there's plenty of opportunities over the last few weeks for people to have heard from us.
What if there's a scandal in the next 2 weeks?
Well, again, I mean, it's the system that we've had since, I think, 2011, and New Zealanders have embraced it.
National's certainly embracing it, taking over the ads on the homepages of both Stuff and the New Zealand Herald. Lime Scooters even has a promotion called It's Lime to Vote, offering 50% off if you scoot to the polling booth. Woohoo! More than 2/3 of votes at the last election were cast early, and plenty in Botany were on that bandwagon today.
I just thought I'd get it over the way with. I knew who I was going to vote with from the start, so it's got it done.
I'm going away overseas tomorrow, so needed to get it in.
I thought I'd get in early because there's going to be a big number of people going to be out voting this time.
This time also seeing a big increase in abuse towards candidates. National claiming it's being targeted over its pledge to crack down on gangs, saying one of its candidates moved house after a threat from a gang, another was filmed by a headhunters member at a restaurant, and another had beer poured over them. Its volunteers have received death threats, been abused and followed, and one had a dog set on them.
They know that life will be tougher under a national government, but our people shouldn't be intimidated because of gangs getting involved in the political process and threatening our people in the way that they have been.
None of that's acceptable. Everybody in a democracy should be able to campaign fairly and freely.
A fair, free democracy that's opened its doors today for those who want to get in early. Lloyd Burr, News Hub.